So this is going to be my Padlet creation for module 8B, and I'm just going to be talking about some of the feelings that I had after I read this, and a lot of it is pertaining to the ideas that a lot of Americans have about Mexican and people of Latin American descent coming to this country. My grandfather, he came to America at 18 years old from Mexico. He didn't speak English when he first got here. He enrolled in a class that taught him how to speak English. He learned how to speak English, enrolled himself in college, went and got a degree in engineering, and became an engineer at Lockheed Martin here in the Bay Area. He talks about how, before that he was in the military. He went to the military and then he got out and he went to college. So he learned some skills in the military. He talks about how even though he fought in the military and he was in the military, that he faced racism there constantly. He talks about how when he came back and went to college, graduated, he faced racism the whole time. He said when he worked at Lockheed Martin, even though he had his degree and he was an engineer and he was working around other people, same educational background, they still looked at him as less than. Which, okay, they still looked at him as less than. Now, this immigrant who came to America not speaking English learned how to speak English, put himself through school, got a great job. He now currently owns a multi-million-dollar house in Santa Clara. He owns apartment complexes throughout San Jose and Santa Clara. He rents out homes that he owns here as well. He lives half the year here and he lives half the year in Mexico. Now when he goes to Mexico, he owns homes there and he owns a resort that he rents out on the beach in Guaymas. He's multi-millionaire just in real estate alone. I'm sure that there are many other people like my grandfather that have the same story. And it's unfortunate through political propaganda, media propaganda, that people coming here to seek a better life from Mexico and Central America are villainized and demonized and used anytime there's a presidential campaign. All of a sudden there's a migrant caravan coming from somewhere that's coming your way, and they're gonna steal your resources, and you gotta watch out for them. You gotta vote Republican, so we gotta secure the borders. And all of a sudden, when the person wins, the president's been picked, all of a sudden you forget about those migrant caravans. It's interesting how the former president used Mexican people as a pawn and said that Mexican people are rapists and murderers and they're drug dealers and they're sending their worst. Use it as a political pawn. Use them as, political fodder he was throwing red meat to his base. He was using fear of the black and browning of America to get his people to unite and come out and vote for him, while at the same time employing illegal aliens at his properties at Mar-a-Lago. So it's a game. I don't know whether he believes anything that he did say, but it's interesting that you could use them to rile up your base on one side and then employ them at your place and keep that on the hush on the other end. But immigrants help build this country, and it's unfortunate that the ruling classes and the elites have used our different shades of color to divide us and continue that division amongst us.